What kind of human being is this?
Then for the outer corner,
Funke!
And it goes a little something like.
How can you all summer and after fall?
guys, welcome to my channel. It's Karen ID to you. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're an old subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to be creating this soft glam look together, and I'm very much sure that you like it, so keep watching. So my face is very fresh, and it's important to start makeup on a very clean face. The first thing I'll go in with is my moisturizer. It acts as a moisturizer and a primer too. I'm going to take just a bit of this there, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. I'm going to just gently massage it into my skin. Under my eyes and my entire face. Notice how hydrated my face already looks, and that is what it's supposed to do. That's why I like it. It acts like a moisturizer and a primer at the same time. So I'm just going to let this dry and let my skin absorb it too. Now that it's done, I'm going to go with my foundation first. I like doing skin work first before my brows and eyeshadows, so I'm just going to follow through the same technique. So I'm going to apply my foundation first. I'm using the Nuban Beauty foundation in D16 or the shade Shiba. That's the foundation I'll be using. It's my exact shade and it doesn't make me look lighter. Here, have you seen how full coverage it looks already? So I'm just using my brush to just apply this all over my face. One part of my face first. I just want to show you guys how much coverage this foundation has, which is why I like it. You can clearly see the difference between this part of my face and this other part that has no foundation on. I'm now going to go ahead and apply foundation on this other part of my face. I'm using a concealer from the same brand, which is Nuban Beauty, and I'm using it in the shade 047, and it's like a shade lighter than my skin, which makes it really easy to blend. I'm going to apply it on the part of my face that I want to be highlighted. That's under my eyes, here, and down here, and then on my forehead, on the tip of my nose, and then a bit here. Notice how I do not use a lot of concealer, and that's because this is going to be a very soft glam look. Yeah, very soft and glam look. So I don't want it to be really much. I don't want it to look cakey. I just want it to look as neutral as possible. That's why I'm not going to use lots of product on my. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender to blend this under my eye. I'm gently pressing in the concealer. I'm not dragging it. I'm pressing it into my skin, and I'm blending it out towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to do that. Next, I'm going to take the bit of it over my eyelid to set it. So I'm done blending this part, and this is as good as done. So I'm just going to blend this other part of the face too. I have to emphasize the need to blend. Blending is key. Blending avoids harsh lines. Blending actually makes your makeup application look really smooth and have this neutral finishing. So that's it. I'm just going to keep blending this. My forehead is giving me a bit of an issue, so I'm just going to keep blending it till it sets in and there is no harsh line between it and where my foundation is. Now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead to set the highlighted part of my face with a powder shade that is a shade lighter than my skin tone. So I'm basically using the same powder shade, the powder shade that matches the concealer that I use. I'm going to set my under eyes, here, and my forehead. I'm going to look up. I'm looking up at the ceiling, and this is to avoid any creasing. I'm just doing this to avoid any creasing, and I'm setting all the parts that have concealer on them. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this other part of my face and my entire face, wherever there was concealer on it. After that is done, as you can see, my face is already set. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a translucent powder to set my under eye, and that is to avoid eyeshadow fallout. Using the L'Oreal translucent powder, L'Oreal Hydra Perfect loose powder. That's what I'll be using in the shade 916 here. I also like to use a bit of it on my eyebrows, and that is to absorb the oil in that area so that my brows don't get too oily. Now that all is set and done, I'm going to go off camera and do my brows, and then I'll come back so that we can get into the eye look. I'm back, and I've done my brows off camera. They're really clean and smooth and nice. Now we're going to get into the eyes, so come closer. First thing I'll do, I'll use a white base on the eyes so that the colors will be really prominent and they'll pop. I don't need much of it, just a bit of it. That's it. And I'll just blend this out. To do that, I'm using a fluffy brush to really blend this out. I want it to blend into my concealer so that there are no harsh lines. There. Just blend and blend and blend. Now that I've done that, the first shade I'm going to go in with is this orange shade. I'm going to apply it all over my eyes. I'll call it the transition shade, so I'm just applying it all over my eyes, like all over my lids, I mean. Just blend it, blend. That's the first shade I'm using. I'm trying to build it up, so I take it in bits and I just keep blending it around, all around my lids. Just going to do that. I'm gradually building it up. With eyeshadow, you apply in bits because once it's there, you can't take it back. So it's better you build it up instead of you to, you know, apply so much and try to blend out. So I'm just going to keep blending. Using the same palette, I'm still going to go into this red shade and place it slightly beneath the orange shade. See, I'm not blending this out, I'm just pressing it in because I want it to be pigmented. So I'm just pressing this in. I'm just doing this in. Then when I come to the inner corner of my eyes, like inner corner, I'm going to blend it out. So I'm just going to blend it. And I'm using the circular motions, and I'm going over the other parts that I did not blend because I don't want it to be really sharp and unblended. So I'm just blending this out. There. This done, I'm going to go in with my Cargo Cosmetics, and I'm going to use this really dark brown shade in. I'm going to use the two brown shades in Hot Cocoa and Chestnut to apply it in, and this is the shade Hot Cocoa. I'm just going to use this into the corner, into the crease, and I'm just going to keep blending it into the crease. In with the shade Chestnut now to build intensity. You can see Chestnut is like a darker one, and I'm just using the shade Chestnut. I'm using it to outline the crease first. I'm not just blending, I'm just using it to outline the crease. There. And now I'm trying to blend it out. Take note, I don't fully take everything to this outer part because here I don't want it to be intense, so this is why I want it to be intense. I'm just going to use this brush to like slowly blend it in. I'm just going to keep going around in circles till it's fully blended in. Circular motions, circular motions, circular motions. Then I'm going to go over with this brush I used before. I've not added more product on it. I'm still using the remaining product on it. I'm just going to sweep around it slightly to make the blend more even. There. With this look, I don't really want a defined cut crease. Like, I don't want it sharp, so I'm not going to use my concealer to cut it. Rather, I'll just use the lighter shade of the eyeshadow and place on. Using 3 shades from this palette, that is Crisp, Cinnamon and Rustic. Those are the 3 shades I'll be using. This is me going in with Cinnamon. It's so intense. I'm going in with the shade Cinnamon, and I'm just following the crease up to here. Take note, I started from the center, so there. I'm just blending it in so that there's no harsh line, since I didn't use a concealer to cut the crease. I'm going to go over it some more. Then after that, I'm going to go in with the shade Rustic just over it. Yeah. I'm going over it with the shade Rustic, and I'm just trying to make sure that I stick to the crease area. blend this part with the shade Hot Cocoa. Then for the outer corner, inner corner of the eye, I'm going to use the shade Crisp. It's way lighter and it will make that part pop. See that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my god! Like, it just brightened up my eyes. It's like heaven. I'm just making sure to blend it with the other shadows so it doesn't look weird. And so that's just what I'm doing here. Then of course I'm gonna line this baby up, fix my lashes, and line my lower lids. I want something really feline, so I'm going to try to make a really thin wing, which is not like me, but let's see how this goes.
What kind of human being is this?
Next, I'm going to line my lower lids with this pen liner. So I'm technically done with this eye. I'm just going to go off camera and do this other eye. I'm gently smudging this eyeliner. These from Msmetics. So there, I've coated it with lash glue and I'm just going to apply it on my lash. And my lashes are nicely done. Gently sweep off these. I'll be going with my blush from my All About Blush palette. And I'll be going in with this orange shade. I'm going to add mascara to blend in my lashes and my false lashes. And I'm going to do my lower lashes too. I'm going to go in with the glow kit. I'm moving into my lips now and I'm just lining it with a dark brown pencil. Next, I pick shades from this lip palette and I'm gently dabbing it on my lips and I'll blend that out. So I'm done with the lips. Now I'm going to add gloss. And this is the finished look. I really like this look. I hope you do too. I hope you had a fun time watching me create this look. Thank you so much for watching my video down to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share to your friends. Thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.